How are you? I just want to let you know that the speech last night was so powerful. It was so strong. It was so weird. But in 2015, this man ran for president. Let me show you how he became president, and you will flip. About 2 years ago, I decided to predict this man just to see what I could do, how much controversy I could get over, or anything. The weird thing about it, someone came to me and showed this to me. It's a $1 bill with the number 11s. All 4 11s represent 44. This was the former president known as Barack Obama. The weird thing is, how did this happen? Donald Trump announces that he's running for president. People look at him and say, oh, you're crazy. You ain't going to win. It's impossible. But God said, no, it's not. Because God said that I'm bringing him. There are 2 verses in the Bible that shows this. There are the 2 verses right there showing that God had brought him. The weird thing about it is the first verse, and I'll read it to you. Thessalonians chapter 14, verses 16 and 17. Now let's look at this here. Donald Trump had 16 candidates, including himself, makes 17. But he was running for the people. And it says, for the Lord shall descend from heaven a shout of a loud voice, and his name that was descended from heaven is an archangel named Trump. Wow. Who is in office? Did you say Trump? I thought that's what you said. That's a weird verse, isn't it? The second verse says, 1 Corinthians chapter 15, in a moment, 52, Donald Trump's got 15 letters in his name. Let me show you. D-O-N-A-L-D. That's 6. 4 is John. And John was the name of one of our presidents. Ain't that weird? Ain't it crazy? So it says that with John being one of our presidents, that's really crazy. But then it says, in the archangel, it says 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verses 52. Okay, so Donald Trump's last name, Donald John Trump, gives you 15. The verse says 1 Corinthians chapter 52. 52 is a deck of cards. In a deck of cards, you got 2 trump cards. They are called the club and the spade. A president gets 4 years. So, the weird thing about it says, in a twinkle of an eye will be the last trump. The trumpet shall sound, and the corruption shall be changed. The corruption is Donald Trump wants to build a wall, and people are trying to stop him. The verse in the Bible reveals that. And the crazy thing about it, and weird, that this man is chosen to be that. Well, one day, a person showed me this dollar bill. And on this dollar bill, there are 4 11s. Represents our past president. Do you know, the day after he became president, something weird happened to this man? Let me show you what happened.
Listen to what God is trying.
This is what happened. On the day that he became president.
Everyone. I was just wondering if anyone had heard of the numbers in the Illinois lottery coming up as 666, the day after the election in which Barack Hussein Obama was elected. I just want to show you this on the computer. I just heard about it today, and then I just went online to check it out to see if it was just somebody just making this up. But sure enough, the day after Barack Hussein Obama was elected as president of the United States, the lottery evening drawing for the 5th came up as 666. Check it out.
Ain't that weird? That's crazy. So, the weird thing about this dollar bill is the president's first 11 comes up as John F. Kennedy as 11. Kennedy's last name begins with the K. You see it? The weird thing about Kennedy is under the K, it says Dallas, Texas. Wow. Barack Obama's last name begins with a K. Just so funny and weird how sometimes people don't see these things that God tells you and shows you. And some of the weird things about he said last night is that I will put this wall up one way or one how. I predicted this for the Trump to come over 2 years ago. Donald Trump's first name is Donald, D-R-O-A-N-D, like Ronald. In 1988, Ronald Reagan was still our president. He holds the sixes in his name by his name. Ronald Wilson Reagan, 666. One president is marked by the words and one president is marked by the numbers. The difference between those two presidents and this one, he is marked by the number 17. The 17 number reveals it in the Bible as the trump. And the weird thing about it is every time someone tries to bring this president down, he throws a trump card at him. Like those two women tried to prove that he used competition money to shut them up. Not true. All these things that are trying to bring Trump down, like the Democrats says, oh yeah, let's impeach him. You know, we don't want this man in office because he's doing a great job. Because God chose him. But the weirdest thing about it, and the funny thing about it, that people don't see who this man is. This man was brought, like Sarah Sanders says, to be a president that God had chosen. This man is more powerful. He's doing better than Barack Obama. He's doing better than any president in the world. He's got this economy back on track, and people don't like it. So his speech last night was so powerful that he lifted up Congress. He even made Democrats cry by the twinkle of an eye. And he is the king and the ruler, the commander and the chief. Just like God is our commander and our chief. If we can do things that God tells us to do, then I believe we will be happy of doing what we live in for him. But if you do not believe in God, then you have nothing. The weirdest thing about it is that you got to have faith. This man will be in president again in 2020 because he's got the economy looking good and all this. The weird thing about it, this man went to Israel. Let me show you. And the Bible says this man will touch the wall. That's what he's trying to build, the wall. And he's the only president to go to Israel. Let me show you very fast.
How long is he expected to stay at this location, Iris?
It's not clear how long they're expected to stay because nothing has been to schedule so far today. The plane they landed half an hour late. They were delayed at the airport by well-wishers, a meeting that wasn't meant to take place with Israel's cabinet. So everything is a little bit out of kilter today. And there is the possibility of prayer. You know, Jewish people pray there, and so do many non-Jewish visitors. It's regarded as a spiritual place. This is a private visit, so it really is up to them to say how long they want to stay. What we we see in front of us Donald Trump actually approaching the walls, putting his hand on those ancient stones. They're very smooth down the bottom, where hundreds of people for thousands of people for hundreds of years have put their hands there and prayed there, and he is doing that. Normally when...
So you see, he's the only president to do this, and he's the only president that's mentioned in the Bible. Thank you for all looking at this video, and God bless you.